Hey guys, what's up? My name is Will and I run Williams C# Engineering Walkthroughs. And thank you for tuning into the stream today. So, yeah, first things first, I do apologize that I lack a camera today. I don't have my camera set up because I'm charging my phone. As per usual, it's going to be a really chill stream. Guys, how you all doing? Yeah, I'm not going to really do too much in the way of housekeeping today. Just going to get straight to the point of this stream. I am coding Mahjong sort of clone on UWP, Windows, and yeah, I'm sort of integrating some features of Telegram bot API so that you can control the game on your mobile phone as you're hosting a game on Windows. It's pretty fun stuff. And yeah, let's get straight into this. So in the last stream, I was streaming at like 2 a.m. I was so tired, so it was quite a short stream. It was like an hour and a half. Not sure how long this one might be. It might be a short one as well, as I am expecting a message from somebody, but that's besides the point. Should be okay nonetheless. Anyway, let's see how far we can get. Maybe an hour or so of streaming. In this particular stream, what I want to do, guys, is that I actually want to work on the user interface and the game loop. So I've been working off screen, and I did make some progress. So I'm going to run the game, and I'm going to show you what I've come up with so far. Let me see, is there anything else I have to mention? No, that's about it. Okay, cool. Let's run this without debugging. I was having some debugging issues because with unhandled exceptions, and the way that Visual Studio 2026 is configured right now, sometimes with unhandled exceptions, it kind of just like crashes the whole thing rather than breaking on unhandled. I need to actually configure that. Anyway, it doesn't really make a difference if I go via not loading debug symbols or not, but anyway, this should be a little faster anyway. So the idea of Cyber Mahjong is that it's a simplified version of Mahjong, and there's some social integration. So I'm using Telegram bot API to integrate some Telegram bot features. I need to get the Telegram bot token, so I'm going to take this off screen quickly. I'm just grabbing my Telegram bot token for my bot. I'm going back to the chat. So the idea, guys, is that this game supports 2 players so far. I want to support up to 4 players because I think the more the merrier. You select 2-player mode, as you can see. Let me just get this out of the way a little bit. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to enter my API token. So this acts like the room, right? This API token, I wouldn't say like the room, but basically anyone subscribed to your bot or anyone chatting to your bot can request to enter this game session, right? So it's up to the player who's hosting the game to allow or disallow people from coming in. So continue to play synchronization. So I'm over here. Sometimes I have to double type to the bot. I'm not too sure why that happens. Sometimes I'm gonna say like hi bot. You have to initialize conversation with the bot. I'm gonna introduce some prompts, guys, so that players know what to do. Like maybe here I might write, notify all players to speak to your bot, because you do have to initialize communication with your bot first. So I'm gonna say hi bot. Nothing seems to happen, so I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna be like hi, and then something pops up. I need to check that. Something's wrong with my validation, but that's my username for this chat. That's actually my Telegram username, willstj, as some of you may know. I'm gonna click it. Now I'm gonna confirm myself. Because of my lack of validation, you can confirm yourself twice, but that's kind of convenient for now because we can get straight into the game. Although I do have no game loops, I use the term game loosely. I'm gonna start the game. Now here, it should happen automatically, but because Telegram operates on a sort of update basis, like an event-driven architecture, you do have to speak to the bot again. Maybe there's a way we can do this automatically, so I'm going to write higher. Now, there's a new message. It says game session is ready to start. Type start to begin game. Let's go ahead and type start. And the game has begun. So guys, this is where things get quite exciting. So as you can see, Telegram has changed a little bit. There's a button. I dubbed it test button, and there's a Mahjong table here. Now this is a super simplified Mahjong table. I'm gonna work on this today, starting from now, to make this look like a proper table with proper hands. Now here's the thing, guys. The thing is, I tried to make it so you could see the hands on the Telegram, but I was having issues with like unique ASCII for the tiles. They were coming up, but I was getting exceptions for some of them. Like in particular, this one here, which is this tile here, the red dragon tile, I think it is. I think I was getting issues with that. And I was looking at the documentation. Apparently there's something, or I was on Stack Overflow. or was it the documentation? I can't remember. But I think it was Stack Overflow. Someone mentioned on one of the random forums that on the Telegram bot API, you can like specify unique emoji types and stuff. But I started looking at it, and I was looking at how the tiles appear on here. I was like, nah, I don't know. So what I'm going to do is that your Telegram session acts more like a controller, that you can actually control what you want to do via the phone. That's like the kind of social aspect of the game, I suppose. And the fun thing is that of it, technically you don't have to be in the room to play. You could be anywhere in the world as long as you're connected with the bot. But obviously you have to see the game to play it, because the UI doesn't update on the Telegram part, only on the game window. Hence why I guess you could say it's like local social, that kind of thing. I could find ways around this limitation, but for now this is the way it works. Okay, cool. So the main game is hosted on the Windows, on the Windows PC that's running the game. You allow players into the session and then you start playing. So I don't know, because I've just started playing around with the button mechanic with the Telegram bot API. I hope you can do multiple buttons per chat, because I want to have one that says like take tile or discard tile, because if you know the rules of Mahjong, you know that you can discard tiles, you can take a tile from a pile from the wall. I want to see if I can do that. And before we even get to the core gameplay, like the look of the game, I suppose the core look and the gameplay itself ties into each other. I need to decide how much of Mahjong I want this game to be and how much I want to take away to simplify the game. Right now hands are made of 10, I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are not randomized. I do have the backend randomizing the tiles, but this is just a placeholder tiles I've put so far so I can see how things look onto the XAML. And I hit the test button, nothing really happens. It just sends an update to Telegram, to my code base, better said. And because I'm still on the same state, it just says please wait, which I programmed every time I hit the button. So nothing really happens here. This is as far as I got up to, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Well, I don't know what this does. Oh, so I can hide the button. Oh, that's cool. And this is cool, guys, because we have the button option, but we also have like the text box, right? So I could say something like discard tile, something like that, and I could program it so that if you type this, you discard a tile, and obviously when you discard a tile, you have to pick a new tile up. So we have options. Okay, I'm going to stop the game. Now that we're up to speed, let's try and like make the game. I'm really inclined to make the game look a bit better. But I know it's like the gameplay that counts, so we're going to kind of focus on the gameplay. Okay. My goodness. I really want to change the feel of the game, the look of it. Okay, so first things first. I'm focusing on a 2-player configuration. So that in itself is simplified. The idea of Mahjong, typically, you're gonna have, it's about the strongest hand wins. And I had 2 gameplay loops. Gameplay loop 1 drafted, but I've also got gameplay loop 2. I was trying to find, like, make my own rule sets, You do have like custom Mahjong, like you have like the match 2 Mahjong that you find on Western Play stores on like mobile phones. Has nothing to really do with like traditional Hong Kong style Mahjong, say. With the like more contemporary like match 2 Mahjong, you're just matching tiles in a pile. That's all it is. There's no real hand element to it, like having the strongest hand wins. So I guess I can, justify myself kind of taking liberties with the rule set here. So I want to keep things very simple, guys. I want it to be on a turn. You have a few options. You can discard a tile, pick a tile. That's how you switch your hand on a turn. And then you decide your hand based on what you pick. Now, I still have to study the rules, so we're not going to get too far into the gameplay loop. It's going to be as much as discarding tiles and picking tiles, right? And then when I learn the rules a bit more, then we can put some more of the more sophisticated rule sets. But for now, I think it might be suffice to say that having a discard feature and a pick feature might be good enough for this stream. Okay, so let's kind of get started here, guys. Okay, let's get started. Should all the players use the phone, or should the person who's hosting the game use the computer? I think the person playing the game should use the computer. That's how I feel, because there's more control over things, like with the XAML buttons. I might program the game like that, and just like the players that have joined use their phones or Telegram desktop. I want to look at my XAML first quickly. Where's my main game grid? Okay, somewhere. Main menu grid. Main grid, that's what I'm looking for. So we got to change this out. We got to make sure that these tiles are not hard coded once we load the game. Let's see. I might make these all face down so that there's a button that says deal. So I need to change this UI a little bit. Okay. I'm still going to stick with 10 tiles per hand. I'm going to really simplify it. I think in the original game it's like up to 14 tiles a hand. So that's the stack panel. I'm just trying to make sense of this XAML. Because I want to place a deal button. Like the player has to deal the tiles. Where should I place it? Maybe towards the top. I am kind of like bearing in mind how the game looks. But, you know, that's just good definitions. I could place it in the stack panel, I guess. It's a horizontal orientation. So I guess that means that the, wait, is it vertical? It says horizontal, but why does it show up vertically then? Like, orientation horizontal. Oh, that's weird. Pretty sure it was showing up vertically then. I gotta see how that works actually. That's really strange. Nonetheless, I'll use the top of the stack panel. Oh, okay, I see. That's just for the stacking the tiles, okay. But it's all loose in the grid. Okay, that's fine. That's actually excellent. I like how they've done that. I use AI search for the XAML. I use AI, so the way I'm doing I am using AI a little bit for the development. I created a folder yesterday called XAML Game 1. I have a few folders for some of my projects. And it's just nice to keep everything in one place. So I use AI to generate the XAML code, and it saves me a lot of time. It's not that I can't do it myself, but it's just that the time saved is just different, man. But I definitely understand the XAML, so I'm not just like blindly copy and pasting code. Okay, let's try and put some UI stuff here. Game UI or something. Gameplay UI. I'll keep it simple like that. So we want to have a button that says discard and a button that says, because the thing is, guys, everything we're doing here is for the player on the computer, but then we also need the buttons on Telegram, like, you know how the test button, we need the button on Telegram to also allow us to do what we can do on the computer, and just like code can help us with that. The button can have logic that parses the string that's being sent, like if it says deal on it, and then I can evaluate, okay, so the player on the phone wants to deal or wants to like discard a tile, or a player wants to pick up a tile or something like that. Let me clear the history, it's a lot of mess there. I like the stack panel utilization, so I'm going to use stack panel. Does it know what I want? Not particularly. Gameplay UI. I mean, if I guess the AI could have guessed it if I had a better comment up there. So, I have a button. I'm just going to copy and paste this one because it's just easy. Actually, no, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, why not? I'll just modify it. Content deal table. So all the movement options, I want it to be here. So I guess I want this stack panel at the bottom of the screen. think it will make more sense. Place my XAML here. Gameplay UI, or gameplay control, that's better. So deal, I say deal tiles makes more sense. Have an event. Font size 40 is quite large. Make it like 22. No need for margin. I might need the margin, I'm not sure. I want the buttons to go across the screen, so I'm going to make sure the orientation is horizontal. I mean, I could have vertical, but that's more for like menus. Like navigation menus are kind of vertical these days, modern UI, UX, whatever. Stack panel horizontal. And deal tiles. I make an event for this. For my XAML, make an event handler. Strange, I was having some issues when I was naming buttons and making events. I don't know what was going on, so it's just like generic names for now. I really got to learn the game though, so that I can actually incorporate the rules properly. I only know the basics, so I'm gonna definitely do my research off screen. But for now, for the sake, for the the time slot of this stream, we won't get as far as having to incorporate all of the rule set. Probably don't need a margin for this. 22. I'm not sure where this button's gonna pop up. Background, let's just keep it white for now. Let's just see what happens. Foreground, black, something like that. So the text will come out black, the button will come out white. It's gonna get mad confusing with the button names, I think. Deal tiles, discard tiles, okay, cool. I'm gonna make the visibility visible so we can see this at the start, because I just need to quickly have an idea what this table looks like. Where these buttons go. But I need the overall control to be visible. Makes sense. Because it's in the grid. Okay, makes sense. Because the mother grid or master grid is collapsed until I get there. Okay, that's fine. I want to deal with the dealing so we can deal with the tiles. I think it was button 4. Oh my gosh, it's so confusing when I can't name it. So by default, I suppose we don't really want these tiles to have any graphics on them. It doesn't matter for now, but I might put, there's an ASCII for a back-facing tile. I might try that. I don't know what it does. I think it's the back of the tile. I might be wrong. Where is it? This one here says Mahjong tile back. We can try it. And I'm gonna make them all face down, just as a default. Oh, it took me so long to do this. Just for it just makes things a little easier for me, so I know what is what. Don't know about these in the middle, they don't really serve a purpose. The thing I'm worried about is that obviously you're not supposed to see certain tiles of the other opponents that you're playing with. But how do I do that when there's one screen? You know, it's like, how's that work? I gotta figure that out. I guess that's where the Telegram could come in, but it's a bit strange using the ASCII icons in Telegram. It just doesn't come out right. I might have to use buttons for that. Yeah, maybe I can use buttons. Or maybe I can use just text prompts or something like that, I don't know. Okay. Deal tiles, button 4. I already have logic that I wrote off screen to deal tiles. I wrote it earlier. Where's it gone? So randomize. So it's this function here. So we want to really operate in our game clock. We really want to operate in this game clock because I have this function called game loop in the clock that ticks every 100 milliseconds. We want to really work with this. So the way it's going to work is if the hands are initialized, as you can see here. Oh, actually, I think I should set initialize hands to true once that button is clicked, actually. So far, it happens when the game starts. I'm going to change things to deal tiles. So when that loop, like this, I'm going to do it like that. Initialize hands, or I can comment that out. So the game grid becomes visible. But then when the game grid is visible, then I hit the button to make initialize hands true to deal the tiles. Where is it? And then when I hit my game loop, if game session is active and initialize hands is active, then I generate the deck, I deal the hand for player 1, and I initialize hand set to false. So it doesn't just keep doing it infinitely. Main grid is then visible. That's interesting. I think main grid should be visible already. Because my button is on the main grid. So I'll do it like, I'll put it here. Here, in this part of the code is when you confirm your players. Visual, main grid, visibility, yeah, that's fine. So I don't need this here. Okay. Might do a little quick test. No idea how my visual looks. Code better. Thanks. I'll do my best. I shall do my best. Okay. So I'm just waiting for UWP to load. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, I'm just waiting. go. UWP should load soon. I need to get my bot token. I've got the right token. I've got multiple. I've got a few bots. I've got multiple bots. Okay, I'm in. Let me just initialize convo with the bot. Nothing came up. I have to do it twice. I need to check. I need to look into that. So I've entered the room. Sweet. So, okay, not bad. I like how it looks. Ah, I see. So that's where it ends up. Is there like a vertical stack panel? I need to check the XAML. I like it like that. You know what, guys? I think I should have like, I like how the buttons are concise, so like, I should use icons instead of text. I think that comes across better. I think UIs land better when you use icons over text too much. Anyway, let me hit deal, see what happens. Nothing. Okay, I have to scroll. I mean, nothing happened. Nothing happened. That's so strange. Oh wait, is it because? Oh, so I initialize hands. I'm not even in debug mode, so I have to look at this myself. Main visibility. I'm pretty sure the backend is already. I'm not. Oh, I know. I'm not updating the visuals. Okay, the backend is probably updated, which I can maybe show you guys. Let me see. So player one hand is a dictionary of integers and strings that represents each tile. So leave a break there for next time, so we can inspect and make sure everything's updated. I'm going to cross out the game. Let's see. After we deal the hand, then we need to actually update the visual for each tile. Okay, cool. Where is the game? It's at the top. Oh my gosh, I can't find where I am. Deal hand. Yeah, there it is. Game mode. If game session active. Initialize hands. I'm gonna have like update table visual. All this does, it says, okay, all those buttons need to reflect the graphics. The graphics of the buttons, which are the cards, the tiles, need to update the backend. So I'll make a function for that. Update table visual. Now I don't know if I can use a for loop for. I can use for each loop for the visual for the buttons because they're in a stack panel, but I don't know if for loops will work. Is it worth trying? Maybe. Otherwise, I have to just hard code them. Like or rather just manually put the values in. files in hand. In order to iterate through the stack panel if possible, I need to give the stack panel a name. Stack panel. 1 second guys, I just have to send a message quickly. Sweet. Thanks guys for that. Where was I? I don't know what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was giving the stack panel a name. Right clicking is a problem. What's this chat? Yeah, AI chat or something? Again, I don't know if I can iterate with an index for this. Looks like I can. Hopefully. I'll have to use typecasting for this. I'm sure that object is an object type, isn't it? If I typecast it, does it work? I don't know if it's going to work. I mean, I could make an assignment. Again, this is making like custom buttons and stuff. Okay, let me try something. I guess I could add a new button to the stack panel. I could always refresh it. I do a refresh routine, so I could always clear and add, right? So I always add a new button to the stack panel. So I'm basically refreshing the visual. Let me just see what's going on here. Element. Oh my gosh. UI element. That's strange. Add UI element. Isn't the button UI element? Version. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Alright, that's fine. Alright. I want the box to be a bit bigger. It has a so 90 width, 200 is fine. Actually, we put like 240 content. It'd be player one hand, it's already generated. So I suppose I can use player one hand index. Foreground, not necessary because, oh wait, actually, I'm loading a graphic, which is ASCII, so I kind of want the background of the tile to be, yeah, I can make the background white, I guess, I'll take that. Also, I should. Why is that issue there? Look at this. Is it a dictionary or list? Yeah, it's a dictionary. Okay, cool. Content. One. Need the values, because the value is what holds the string, which is the ASCII. Oh, that's so strange. Or do I do that right? Okay. So we have to use element at values. Let's see what's here. Element at index. A bit different with when I'm dealing with dictionaries as opposed to lists. I'm gonna make sure the stack panel is refreshed. So I've got to delete all the items in the stack panel first. I don't need to call him by the day actually. Okay. This will actually come after this. I should really rearrange that. This is the bottom of the routine. Oh, goodness me. I'm good for time. 40 minutes. Oh, 40 minutes. Sweetness. Good lag. Guys, I'm gonna do a new format. Instead of, I've been thinking about this, about how I'm coding these walkthroughs. Right now, I kind of code as I go, right? So I'm coding my progress, I'm coding my updates and stuff like that. And because I'm coding and talking and stuff and chilling with you lot, the speed at which I code is really slow. So I'm thinking of like, instead of coding like aiming to do it every day stream sort of format or every other day, instead what I'll do is that I'm going to take some days to actually progress and then come back maybe a week or so or something like that, or a couple days or so, and update with an update stream or update video. That's more or less like an update of my progress, because I realized something, that when I stream as I go on a daily basis, I don't make a lot of quick progress. But when I have a time block of like locking in and I'm just like coding away, then I can I can get more done in a couple hours in a locked in format than I will in like a live stream format. Where's my bot token? So that's gonna be the style moving forward. I think you guys might appreciate seeing more of the progress a lot quicker. And the journey is good and all, but I think we want the results too. So just to balance things out. I don't know what's going on. I think I have a breakpoint. Oh, there we go. So what happens? Oh, nothing happened. Oh, I'm so disappointed at my code. Oh, nothing happened. The funny thing is, oh, I think I know why, guys. I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to hit start. I think there's a flag that's not initialized. Hold on, let me do this properly. Did I hit an exception? Or break? Because initialize hands is... Oh my gosh, I hate this. I really dislike this error. I need to see where this error is coming from. Oh, it actually went through. I'm surprised. That's not the button I want to click there. Yeah, everything crashed. Getting there. That error, the weird UI error, tends to happen here. Display button. Interesting. Might give you one more run through, guys, for the stream. Honestly, it's gonna be a short one today. Start. So when you start game session active. I'm not using that flag in the main game, but it has to be synchronized. Should probably use the same flags. Oh, I'm using it. Game session active and initialize hand is true. So I definitely need to hit start. Ah, that debug error is super weird, so obscure. I need to really debug it deep and just like see what's happening with that. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm going to run without debug flags. Oh, I keep forgetting. Ah, I'm getting an error. So long. Yeah, something's really wrong there. seems to happen after I hit start. So it's maybe, I think it's line 335. Like coming down from line 335. I think I have to check this bit. One of my parameters might be wrong. I'll give it one more go. I'm gonna cut the stream. It's a short one today, guys. Okay, so far so good. So why am I getting that error before? Session dictionary. Oh, okay, so that was alright. Line 396. Oh, I understand. Logic false here for the first user. And that needs to not happen. Yeah, you can't have multiple sessions like that. Break when this exception type is thrown. I need that to break, otherwise I won't know what's happening. I need to validate that, because that's like, this is like initialized. Oh my gosh, okay, cool. Can I move this? Oh, but that was handled exception, isn't it? That's the same key as already been added. Because I've already clicked it. It's just my visual's not updating. That's unhandled as well. Oh, I understand. So that's what's causing this error. This part is unhandled. Well, first things first, let's put a try catch. So we can handle that, and we've got to just be careful of how we're dealing with the title and stuff. Dictionaries. Because I'm trying to add things that's already in a range. Because I clicked it twice. Okay, I understand. Alright guys, we're just about reaching an hour. I think I'm going to cut the stream here. It's been a fun one today, although I'll be quite short. And yeah, man, I'm going to probably be back streaming or making videos more. So I'll probably go back to the video front, because as I said, I'm going to do updates of like when I make good progress. So it means I won't be streaming as often. So thanks a lot for, tagging along for this kind of like this more everyday / every other day streams. It's going to be a little less frequent now, so I can make more progress on the projects and stuff and have more to show you guys. Alright guys, sweetness, thanks a lot for your viewership. I'm going to close the stream now. Take care guys and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.